I'm Carlin Sportsman, a senior sport consultant with IFS Merrick. In this video, we are going to talk about how IFS Merrick can make oil and gas regulatory reporting easier. Operating oil and gas wells in the U.S. requires gathering and maintaining hundreds, if not thousands, of data points that are needed across your organization to effectively manage the life of the wells, or required by external entities to satisfy regulatory and commercial requirements. And depending on where you operate, one state, multiple states, onshore or offshore, or federal lands, the regulatory requirements vary as to the data points, calculations, and frequency of reporting. Today, we are going to look at one particularly challenging filing requirement for the State of Texas Oil and Gas Regulatory Board, the Railroad Commission of Texas, RRC. This report is the annual Disposal Injection Well Monitoring Report, commonly referred to as the H10 report. The H10 must be filed annually for specific injection and disposal wells, and while it is only due annually, the due date for affected wells varies based on the regulatory field in which the well is located. Therefore, an operator may have hundreds of wells which require annual H10 filings, with due dates staggered throughout the year. The filing of the H10 is required for wells which are actively injecting or disposing hydrocarbons or water, including wells which may be temporarily shut in. The data that must be reported on the H10 is varied. It includes minimum, maximum, and average pressures on a month-by-month basis, along with total volumes injected or disposed. Another challenge can be aggregating all of the data from disparate sources and varying frequency. The filer must gather master data such as well names, API numbers, pressures from either SCADA systems or manual field data capture systems, and allocated volumetric data from the hydrocarbon accounting system. While the form can be viewed as a pre-formatted, pixel-perfect report, the filer must now submit the report to the RRC via an online reporting portal, and the data must be formatted in the specific Electronic Data Interface format, also known as EDI. In 2022, over 46,000 wells had H10s due to be filed with the RRC. Incorrect filings not only expose the operator to potential fines, but also to wells being shut in and wasted effort if years of historical filings must be corrected and refiled. One of the challenges with regulatory filings is correlating the names and identifiers that the operator uses to reference the wells versus those used by the filing agency. The well you refer to as the Johnson 17 may be called the Johnson 17-1 SWD with the RRC. The Merrick software maintains those cross-references on a date-effective basis. Pressure and volumetric data in Merrick may be sourced from SCADA on a daily basis, as well as validated by the field manually, so that the aggregated averages and totals are correct the first time. The RRC also expects pressure data to be within maximum tolerance. This means that operators must provide alerts in the field to catch when data is out of tolerance. This requires access to raw and aggregated data to be able to properly troubleshoot issues. The Railroad Commission's own training materials suggest that problems with the pressure data can be the result of staff training issues, incorrect data from field staff, or a disconnect between office and field staff, which can all be avoided via the use of an embedded, auditable collaboration process like the Merrick commentary feature to highlight and explain anomalies. The need for traceability, accuracy, and being within a prescribed tolerance also applies to the volumetric data. While they are reported as a total for each month in the annual cycle, the volumes must remain within the injection permit daily average limit, all of which can be managed in Merrick. You can avoid violation letters, re-permitting wells, shut-in and reconnection costs by flagging all possible violations in the IFS solution before they reach the Railroad Commission. Operators across Texas rely on Merrick to gather the data, calculate, format, and file their H10s correctly with the Railroad Commission every year for tens of thousands of wells, as well as for many other forms and regulatory agencies in upstream oil and gas. Please reach out to IFS if you have any questions about the H10 or any other upstream oil and gas needs you may have.